Hello everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. Alright, this is a nail video, but I'm going to open my Blue Streak crystals because I've never ordered from them before because I want to use them on this set. My next video is a haul, so I will be unboxing stuff then, but I just had to get this out. Okay, their crystals are glass. They have these brands. I bought Serenity and Preciosa, and I did get an Estella without realizing it. This was very luxurious, opening these. Came with these little empty round containers, but the quantity of the containers didn't match anything I ordered, so I wasn't sure what were supposed to go in them, but I bought empty trays for bling anyway. So I'm just showing you guys what I like, my packing slip, because I ordered all of these. I wouldn't say they're kits, but they're like packages. The only thing I ordered like separately were the AB, the clear, and the golden shadow. The rest were little packs, like Christmas pack. Like this was the Christmas pack that I'm holding here, the red, the green, and they were all either discounted, on sale, or very reasonably priced. These blue ones were my favorite, and they are Serenity crystals, which are one step below Swarovski. I can usually say that word when I'm not trying. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm just showing you what I got. I did not end up unboxing every single one for you because it was just a lot of like tediousness. So I got clear, golden shadow, the little kits, I'm going to call them kits, I don't know, and AB. Now, I'm not an AB girl because previously that's the only bling I've had. Oh, look at this. You see this? Yeah. This, when I unboxed all my stuff from the movers, one of my bling kits was like this in the bottom of the box. So I also got this crystal sorter off of Amazon. I saw this on someone's Instagram page, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'll use that. So the crystals that were in the bottom of the box. Okay, anyway. The crystals that were in the bottom of the box, I put them back in their original container, sorted them here, and this also is going to help me learn what sizes are. Because if you go on a site like Blue Streaks, or even like Zulay, what's SS4? What's SS16, you know? So this is great, and this did sort it quite well. It left all the large, like, shaped ones at the top. And anyway, yeah. So I was able to put these all back in its original container, and I bought some empty bling cases. Look at these. You guys, I could tell, obviously, as you can, from looking at these like on the paper or loose, that they're very good quality. None of them are scratched. They're just really, really beautiful. But when you put them on a nail and you wear that nail like around the house for a few days, it catches all the light. You just can't help but notice your nails. Like they're just sparkling. Oh my gosh. So at first, when I first opened these, I thought, yeah, these are pretty, but those clear crystal ones that I just sorted in the tower, those are from Temu. You know, like, I don't know, $8 or something. So, you know, I wasn't too sure on this investment until I started wearing them, and now I'm just obsessed. Look at this purple. Oh my gosh. What I was saying about the AB is, I mean, you know, AB's kind of boring. I wasn't really into it, you know, at first but the AB crystals from them, look at them. They're in this third row here. Do you see all of the colors it throws? They're absolutely stunning. It's a completely different AB than the plastic ones. If you guys are going to do nails, make the investment. I would suggest it. I'm happy I got them, and I am going to go get more. Yep, I am. Okay, on to the nail set. So as you can see from the thumbnail, we're doing a pastel stiletto set. I've been telling you guys I want to do stiletto. And I've also been wanting to get away from, just like usual, whenever you're in any holiday themed nails, it's always, by the time you want to do a different, like by the time you've ad nauseum done those sets, you're ready to get into some different colors. Gabby did a spring color, you know, pastel set not too long ago, and I was like, oh, that's it. Especially putting away all my colors, like, and organizing them by rainbow color, it just made me think, oh, I want to use yellow. Oh, look at that pretty pink. Look at these blues, you know. I couldn't wait to get in my colors. And when I saw her do a pastel set, I was like, that's it. I'm doing pastels. I have to. And this let me use 5 different colors, you know, so that made me really happy. So I have the application in real time for the pink one, this pink nail, and I think maybe the blue thumb. And then after that, I speed it up because this video was long, okay? I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I knew, of course, that I wanted to do stilettos. I knew I wanted to do pastels. And surprisingly, this didn't take me very long to set up this set. I'm going to tell you guys what I do because it's ludicrous. I'll try to stop saying I hope you guys are doing well. This video got right into it, so I didn't get to even greet you guys besides saying hello. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's ready for Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. I do not celebrate it as far as gift giving because every day is Valentine's Day. We treat each other good every day. And, you know, after you're grandparents, after you're a mom and a grandparent, after so many years, you just don't, like, it's about the kids, you know? So, to my knowledge, I'm not doing anything for Valentine's Day. I did do one more Valentine's set. So after this video, there will be a pretty large haul. I have Amazon, Temu, Bomb Nails, Kairos Nails, Nail Company Wholesale Supply, which is multiple brands, and some stuff that our Tabitha sent me. Sweet girl. I will save that for that video. And after that is a Valentine's set I just finished today. Today is the 11th or 12th. So it's not Valentine's Day yet, but I did do my last Valentine's set. I do have the haul video edited and just need to do the voiceover, so that should be the next video. So the Valentine's set will be coming out after Valentine's set, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a Valentine's set. I only called it a Valentine's set because it was like pink and red, but there weren't any hearts or anything, so it could actually just be a whatever set, you know. But it was also me getting to use another one of my colors. I've missed using my colored acrylics. I've missed having them on my wall, on my shelves. My nail room is almost done. It's done. I'm using it. It's fully functional. I have everything exactly where I want it to be except my glitters, which I will get into in a moment, and I'll definitely talk about in my haul video. But I'll just tell you guys right now a little bit. So I mentioned that I bought some empty bling containers, and that's because I had, in my last nail room, one of those stand-up metal carts that have the whitish clear plastic drawers, and I bought myself two Alex drawers and an Alex drawer / chest. So 2 7 drawers and 1 5 drawer with a storage a cupboard on the side. And with the aim to get rid of that like rickety plastic thing and have everything match, because my nail desk is white. I'll be giving you guys a full room tour when I'm done. A long one where I open all the drawers, show you my organization, all of that. So as far as like the aesthetics, decorations, things where they're supposed to be, like the drawers where I want them, the shelves where I want them, my acrylics up, all my supplies where they need to be, that is done. The only thing I need to do, and I show you in my haul video just a speck of what I need to do, those Blue Street Crystal round containers I just showed you, I bought like 200 of those off Temu. And in that plastic chest of drawers that I was just explaining to you guys, what I had in that, I had a drawer that had, one of the drawers had foils. One of the drawers had flowers. One of the drawers had bling, charms, red and orange glitter, yellow and green glitter, blue, purple, like that. But that was my intention when I set up those drawers. But over the years, as I started using it, when clients would come, fiddling through that, when I would be like in a frenzy trying to do a set, like in my creative zone, and like, where's that orange glitter I want? The one that has the, not the hearts, the butterfly, like that. Going through them, not putting things back, rifling around, they get mixed up, and I get lazy, and I put things back where they don't go. And also, things are not uniform. I go get something at the nail supply store, and it's in one of those creamy white containers that is, you can't see through it. It's only the very top of it you can see in it. And it has like mixed glitters in it. You know, there's like charms and bling in the same container, and there's square containers, large containers. No, I want everything, and it's not going to be possible to make everything in the same size and shape container. I know that. But if you guys have ever watched V Nailed It's videos, I don't know if her intro is still the same way, but she used to have her intro where she would open up her desk drawer on the side, and all her glitters were like in the same size and shape, round containers, all lined up in rainbow order. That is like aphrodisiac to me. Like, I need that. So that is the goal. Not to that extent, because I would need to buy 500 of those round things, number one. And number two, like, I literally have a medium box. It's sick. I'll show you guys in my haul video. Well, I'll show you a part of it. And then, of course, you'll see it on the nail room tour when I finally... So the last thing I have to do is go through all my glitters, all my bling, all my things that get encapsulated, all my... when I say charms, I mean things that you glue on the nail. But then there's also charms that you encapsulate, meaning like little pieces of flat, spooky Halloween cats, etc. Some things are in their own containers, like those side-by-side plastic, clear plastic. Oh, I can't describe it. I'll show you guys in the next video. But some of them are already in their own uniform containers, and they're going to stay like that. I'm not going to take everything out of its original container. But loose glitters, yes, I am doing that. I'm going to organize it by color, and then the other drawer is going to be by type. So I have a whole 7-drawer Alex drawer completely empty for my glitters. Hopefully it fits. If not, I will move some of the... I will use that kind of rickety metal plastic drawer thing that I was describing to you. It's still in my nail room. It's empty. I did get all my tips into my other 5-drawer Alex drawer, the 5-drawer with the cupboard. The tip situation is also sickening. So tell me why in my haul video I unboxed like three or 5 new boxes of tips. You guys, don't let me buy anything else, okay? I don't need one more thing. I understand. Now, I'm still waiting for an AliExpress order and an order from Zule, because I actually did need those things because they're organizational things. So anyway, my nail room is done, except for my glitters, and except for the few things that are coming for organization of the glitters. I got my pink rug today. I had a white rug, didn't like it, so I repurposed it and bought a larger pink rug. I got a chair. I got curtains. I do have a little neon light. Wait a minute. That didn't come. I ordered that from Temu. Yeah, so I still have stuff from Temu coming, too. You know how it comes in pieces? I got a new bit holder because I have loose bits laying around, because for some reason I keep buying those. I'm not taking clients, so I don't need one thing. I could open a nail salon. Someone told me that. I can't remember if it was Robin or Sarah, but they're right. Yeah, I could open a freaking nail salon. So there is a nail salon here. Of course, I've told you guys we're in a small town, population like 1,800. And I've told you that any Walmart, grocery store, Starbucks, bank, fast food, you name it, is at least a half an hour one way away from here. We do have a Main Street drag that is literally 1 block. And I will maybe insert a video in my next video, the haul video, where I drive down the main street and you can see the extent of it. There's like a butcher shop, the MVD, which is literally, I drove past it 150 times till I found it, because it says Arkansas Department of Revenue on the door. It doesn't say motor vehicle. And it's in the little strip mall that's across the street from the courthouse. A pizza joint and a nail shop. It's called Sarah's. when I moved in here and we were talking, we met the inspector here. Not when I moved in here, when we bought this house, and we met the inspector here. I told him I did nails because we were telling him what we were going to do with the bedrooms and whatever. And he said, "Oh, well, your neighbor over here," and he pointed to the farm that's next door. That they live in Florida half of the year, and the other half of the year, when it becomes like planting time and stuff, they come home and plant their stuff and farm vegetables, and people can come pick their vegetables and etc. So they're not here now. I haven't met them yet, but she owns Sarah's nail salon. He's like, "Oh, well, you ought to meet Sarah. She's your neighbor, and she has the only nail salon in town." Okay, cool. Well, since I'm not taking clients anymore, I have 3 boxes of stuff that I'm going to go down there and introduce myself to her with that stuff in my car, and ask her when she comes back in town, ask her if she would take donations, because there's barbicide, barbicide sanitization containers, probably at least 100 lacquers, because I don't use lacquers, but I know nail shops do, and then most of them are like not polish and good ones that I've never even opened. I think I might have opened like 10 of them on my last mystery box to see if they matched the gels, just as an experiment. But other than that, I don't use those. Things like that. A curing, just so much stuff. 3 boxes full. And hopefully she'll take that. So that's the only other stuff that's in my nail room that hasn't been addressed or put away, because I'm donating it. And it's not things I can ship. I can't ship a gallon of acetone, a gallon of barbicide, that kind of thing. And I've asked everyone I know if they want the lacquers, and that's no. Everyone has said no. If anyone watching this video is interested in lacquers, you can let me know. The box is heavy though, and you have to ship it special because it is a flammable chemical. I've tried to ship them before, so you have to pay for shipping, but the product is free. If anybody's interested, let me know in the comments. Yeah, it's just going on around here. We are making progress as far as doing by the way, the application is sped up at this time. We are making progress around here. We need, before we can put any of the items that I have stored in the garage, because they're going to be put in quote unquote storage, it's either going to go in the outbuilding Ness is going to build. I'm keeping my nail room in the house. I'm not going to do the outdoor she shed thing. If we build a shed, which we are, it's just strictly going to be a shop for Vanessa. So the things that will go in the shop, like her tools, are in our garage. And then I have put in plastic tubs things that I want in storage, like keepsakes and stuff like that we don't have room for in this house, but that I want to keep, storage stuff in our garage, because we do have a crawl space storage in our attic. So it's not an attic and it's not a crawl space. It's just like an open, basically, yeah, crawl space. But you can stand up in there almost all the way. But it needs to be insulated and it needs to be cleaned out. There's like an old ice cream maker up there. There's critter nests, like old dried up critter nests. And some boards need to be repaired. It's not safe up there, especially to like move around and start placing, like hauling stuff up there, because you have to go up a ladder into the ceiling, okay? So all of that is still sitting in the garage. Other than that, our house is completely organized, neat as a pin. Looks like a model home, exactly how I wanted it. Everything has a place and everything's in its place. That makes me very happy. And I can cook and bake, and I have been, which is fantastic. And today, the construction started on our backyard fence, so that I don't have to walk Jack on a leash every single time he needs to go potty 5 times a day. So, and they got it halfway done today. And we decided to add on to that and bring it around the side of the house that has our patio, and do an enclosed patio with a screened-in porch. Because as the native the native Arkansanan, the guy that's doing our fence, the amazing guy that's helping us in doing the construction here, who will also be doing the outbuilding / shed when he's done with the fence, told us we want that porch screened in because the mosquitoes are vicious. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but if there are mosquitoes anywhere within a 10-mile radius of me, they're attacking me. If I am not covered head to toe in this one certain, it can't be off, it can't be a citronella candle, it can't be anything that works for anyone else. It has to be this special stuff that I use, and when it is mosquito season, like for example in Arizona, mosquitoes aren't as bad in Arizona as they are in Arkansas because it's not as humid, but we definitely had mosquitoes. And during that time of year, here's what I have to do. Every time I get out of the shower, I have to completely rub my entire body down with this cream. I'm talking between my toes, even between my butt crack. I know that sounds gross. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing, it doesn't matter what I'm wearing. A mosquito will find the 1 millimeter of my body that does not have the lotion on it and bite me. Okay? And not bite anyone else sitting next to me. We'll be all of us be sitting outside, the whole family, everyone, with just a citronella candle and mosquitoes hovering all around, and not one person gets bit, but I'm getting literally shredded. I don't know why. I have a deviated septum, and I'm always clogged up, as you can hear. I'm not sick. I'm just like a nasally person. I've never been able to breathe through my nose, ever, ever, ever. So I'm a mouth breather, but I'm not stupid. There's that, not stigma, what's that called? Stereotype about mouth breathers that they're dumb. But yeah, no, I'm a mouth breather all the way. I've heard that if you are a mouth breather, mosquitoes come to you because they can more easily tell that there's like an animal somewhere near because of all the carbon monoxide you're putting off. I've also heard that your blood type matters, and I do have rare blood. I have the second rarest blood that there is, A negative, I think. My dad's AB negative, which is the rarest. Anyway, I don't know why. But I will get shredded. I can be wearing socks and shoes, and I will get through my socks. In the evening time, it gets cool in Arizona, but like in the evening summers, the summer evenings, I mean, the mosquitoes were still out. I'll be wearing a pair of sweats. I'll get bit through my sweats. I get bit on my behind, like I told you. Through my clothes, they will get me. So until it is not mosquito season, every single day when I get out of the shower, I have to head to toe make sure not to miss one little spot behind my ears, my eyebrows. I'm telling you, I will get bit. So I don't know what I'm going to do living here, you guys. We went down to the lake last week, and the mosquitoes were the size of wasps. I've never seen mosquitoes that big. And it's not even warm yet. It's not warm. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So anyway, a screened-in porch I think will be a necessity, but I don't know if that even keeps them out. I don't know. But this nude color is literally my favorite. I would love to do like 7 sets of this right now. Just sit down and do application after application after application of just this solid color. This very towel. Ugh. So good. I don't know why they never had this nude before. I love it. I usually blather all the way through the nail sets, so even if I had tips I was going to show you, I'm sure they've passed by. If you guys have any questions about the nails, you can let me know. Oh, by the way, I did show you all the products I was using at the beginning of the video, except for the tips, because I already had this set up when I started. These are Crafts by 9 3XL stilettos. Crafts by 9 and Zulays stilettos, or their tips in general, are pretty much my favorite, except for right now I really am on to Valentino's 3XL square tips. Oh my god. I use those in the Valentine set that I'm looking at right now. They're freaking gorgeous, and they're so long. I don't know if I said Valentino, but VBP. So I am done with the application now, and that's weird. Oh, I was just going to say, didn't I show the clear? Okay. This is Nina's Clear. Amazon. Comes like this in this big old bag. I think it's, I want to say $16 for that whole bag, but maybe it's 25. I don't really know. But very reasonably, actually cheap, and it's spectacular clear. So that is what I always tell you guys, I love this clear that I got it on Amazon, and it's called Nina's Clear. That's what you get when you buy it, by the way, that huge bag. And I just fill up this little container because it's easy to use. This is an old Kiara Sky container, not Kiara Sky Clear. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bead of clear to my area, any areas that need acrylic. So I'm going to fill in any missing spots, and I'm also going to encapsulate my ombre. And I forgot what I was saying. Right. I was mentioning the things that I was using. So I showed you at the beginning that I have Zulay's peel-off base coat. I'm running out of my UNT base coat. If you guys know where to get any of that, I use it, show it in almost all my videos. My bottle is almost gone. I have to tip it to use it. And it's not, I can't find it on Amazon. I don't know if it's just out of stock or what, but whenever I search for it or go to my previous orders to try to buy it again, it just shows me similar items. It doesn't even, like, it's not there. And that's the only stuff that truly works for me. The Zulays works second to the closest. But right now, currently, I am using the Macart peel-off base coat that I bought. I don't know if I already showed it in another video or if I just did it in this last haul, but I can't get these off. So with peel-off base coats, for me, it's either I can't keep them on to file or I can't get them off when I'm done. It's a real fine line. It's just my luck. It's the type of nails I have. I don't know. But I need that. I need that UNT stuff. So let me know if you know where to get it. I just ordered from Nailco and I wonder if they had it. Shoot, I should have checked. So I have my file on a speed of 18 and I'm using this Not Polish super long flute bit. It's my favorite bit. It gets in all the nooks and crannies, and it also has a medium grit all the way down. So no matter what part of the bit you're using on your nail, it's still medium grit all the way. It's not coarse, medium, and fine like some 5-in-1 bits are. And it covers a lot of area, and I just love it. And it's super sharp. You can see that I'm just barely placing it on the nail, and it just shreds. If you want it to. Also, if you want to just go delicate and smooth things out and get right up in your cuticle, that is possible too. Also, I am sealing my cuticle because I did some flooding, and I also put on some clear after my ombre. So anyway, I had mentioned in my last video that you don't have to seal your cuticle, but I needed to on these for sure. They weren't, my application wasn't so flush in my cuticle. And that's because, especially with a stiletto, I like to have a certain shape from the side of them. So I usually will build up my cuticle area, not my apexes. Your apex is where your natural nail meets the tip, but where I'm filing, well, not here, that's your apex. But the hump that I have right under my cuticle area, I like there to be an arch there. I just do. I don't know why. So I'll usually build it up just a little extra on my application so I can shape it to the shape I want to see it be from the side with my bit. And I'll make them a little bit higher than I want so that I don't have to make them all the same on application. I like to make them all the same on filing, if that makes sense. So I have decided, I don't know if I'll change my mind 2 videos from now, but to keep a lot more stuff in my videos. Usually I either don't show filing, or I'll show just one nail, or I will show bling and no filing, etc. But I kind of showed you bits of everything in this video. Because I don't do stilettos very often, so I wanted to show you guys how I file them. First, I'll either first do my sidewalls or first do the e-filing. It just depends on what I pick up or what I'm in the mood for or what I think the nails need. Like, for example, like I just mentioned about the hump that I like to have there, I felt like that needed to be taken care of before I did the sidewalls because I wanted to narrow them out, if that makes sense. Like, but the squares that I did today, I did the sidewalls first, I think. I'm not sure. It's just whatever mood I'm in. It doesn't matter to me what's what. But this in particular, I wanted to shape them before I crisped them. When I get to, what part was I going to show you guys? Let me look. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I remember when I was first learning to do nails, and I don't mean back in the day. I mean, like, do my own nails, do interesting shapes, do long nails, do designs, that kind of thing. And I was watching V a lot. This is what I wanted to show you guys. I call this looking down the barrel of your nail, where you aim the tip at your face and you look down the barrel. When you're doing a stiletto, when you're doing any shape, if you do this, it's super helpful. If you look at your nails from underneath, it's super helpful. I like my stilettos to be very sharp, hurt you sharp. So that's what I do to tell if I have filed my stilettos correctly, if I've gotten them to a point. But anyway, I remember watching like V and her saying, it's hard to do stilettos. You have to make sure, that you file evenly on both sides and woo woo. And anyway, that, once you've done them once, you realize what part is hard. I find a square and a coffin to be harder than a stiletto, actually, because the stiletto is pretty simple. You're bringing everything to that sharp point, and that's your shape, Of course, you have to have some meat on top, but I will typically just do this. Just, you don't have so much sidewalls to do. It's just that straight edge and looking down the barrel and just smoothing it out. I don't know. To me, they're easy. To me, they're easy. I've never struggled with this shape. It just seems like mathematically self-explanatory, if that makes sense. And yeah, I like them sharp. I actually get annoyed when I see a stiletto set that's like rounded off. It's like, ugh. And Kendra never told me this, but Kendra loves stiletto. Loves stiletto. She likes them full length, fierce, like a really badass design or whatever. I did lots of stilettos on her, and I mean, I made those babies sharp every single time. She never told me till not too long ago that she would round them out a little bit when she got home because her boyfriend would complain that they were too sharp. I just think that's awesome. But I did see what she means by that, because when I wore these for a couple of days, I was actually hurting myself multiple times. They were too sharp, because it's been a long time since I've worn any stilettos, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So I planned on doing these nails matte, which is why I'm going in with a sanding band on speed 8. This is my version of buffing the nails. I'm looking down the barrel. I don't buff my nails because those little buffer blocks hurt my hands, and I do have the Tammy Taylor buffers, which the blocks are really large and easy to use, and so are the peel and stick ones. But I find that my top coat separates when I buff, because then I over buff, just like I over file, and then my top coat has nothing to stick to. So I usually just don't buff. But when I'm going to do matte top coat or like bling or anything, I will usually buff. So I'm going to use Zule's cluster gel, and I'm going to put pink, blue, and purple little blings in on the pink nail. That's why I did this nail solid, because I planned on doing 3D flowers. And I didn't like I was out of frame for some of it. I apologize now. I didn't like, I'm so picky about 3D flowers. The pink one was the only one I loved, and looking back, I would have just done all 3 of the flowers on this nail pink. Just pink on pink on pink, matte, matte, matte. That would have been really cute, but I didn't hate them, so I left them there. I did, though, however, hate the yellow flower that I do on my ring finger. I was planning on doing one flower at the top and then bling all the way down the nail, because this bling was just so pretty. I changed my design. What I was going to do before, the only thing I was going to do to these nails was 3D flowers. Matte, 3D flowers, done. I wasn't going to do any cuticle bling. I wasn't going to do a full bling nail. I was just going to do 3D flowers. Matte, 3D flowers, alternating colors. On the solid pink nail here, I was going to use all 3 or 4 colors. I was going to do 3 or 4 flowers and use 3 or 4 of the colors. So I ended up doing 3 because that's how much room there was on the nail, and that's what I felt like looked right. And on the other nails, I was only going to do 1. Like on the ring finger that was green, I would put like a purple flower, just 1, like up on the top corner. On the next one, I would do it on the bottom left corner, like that, just alternating. Very simple, everything matte, and very, very, very simple. So it was the color of the nails that popped, because that's what this was about for me. Like when I was putting away my nail room, seeing all my colors, like I said, they were just calling at me. But look how good the pink on pink looks. I should have just left it pink on pink, because when I put these colors 3D, like trying to make the flowers like the petals small and flush to the nail, like flattened out. It made the colors not so opaque. They weren't as creamy and opaque as the pink one, if you can see what I mean. Here I was going to use just any old random colors of the bling. I went a golden shadow in the center, and then I decided to do all blue and make a flower. I had no plan. I was just doing this as I went. Now when I get to this petal, okay, you saw the top flower, the top purple flower I did on the other nail, how I only did 3 petals because it was close to my cuticle. That's what I meant to do with this one, but it was too far from my cuticle, so that looked bald there. I tried to add another flower petal. It didn't look good, so I started filling it in with bling to fill in the space. Beautiful bling. Look at these blue blings. I just couldn't get over it. These are Serenity crystals. Once I did that, the flower looked so wrong, I hated it, so I took it off. And that's how this nail ended up being a full bling nail, basically, which was not the plan. And that's how come the other nails didn't have flowers on them. Or did they? Yeah, I don't even remember now because I've done 2 sets since these. But I'll tell you what. I told you I was addicted to Blue Streak and I'm going to be buying more. I now know that I need more shapes. I purposefully got a bunch of the smaller round ones because, and since these are large, I'm going to seal it with the crystal sealer. That's what I was doing there. Because that's what you usually do, right? Cuticle bling. So I got a few of sizes of the round ones. But now that I was doing this nail, that's why I ended up having to go down the nail in a trickle with smaller ones, because if I had I want to do a full bling nail. After I take off this flower, I was like, what shape crystals do I have that I can just make this a full bling nail? Like I was going to take like everything that I could, all the colors, because I had multiple colors on these nails. I was going to use pink, purple, yellow, and do that. But the only shaped ones I had were those blue ones, and I didn't want a blue bling nail. So that made me realize that I need more shapes. So my next order from Blue Streak will be more shapes, and I have empty bling boxes to put it in, so I can't wait. So yeah, this was a delicate because I didn't want to ruin my acrylic. I didn't want to run into any of the bling, scratch it, knock it off, anything like that. So that was a delicate operation. But I think it ended up looking okay. There was, I think, maybe too large of a cluster of gems up at the top, but I just made do. I just made it work. And that's it, you guys. This is the set. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Look at the sparkle. Look at the shine on these crystals. Yeah, if you guys don't have any, if you haven't invested in Blue Streak, give it a shot. You won't regret it. They are... Oh, I see I did one more flower. That's too big. That pink one on the yellow index. Ugh. Okay. But see how good the little pink one looks on the middle finger? I wish we would have just done all small pink ones. Okay, you guys. And look how pretty the ABs are on the thumb. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. See you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Bye.